Hey YouTube, Jerry here. Um, Notice the haircut. um, I've been watching some of you guys make these videos about prepping, and I'm finding them. Some of them are very interesting, and some of them I don't know. So I thought I'd give my take on um, urban prepping, and I live in the country. So for me, it's a lot different. If something was ever to happen and I needed to do a shit hit the fan thing, I wouldn't leave my house, first of all. And I could hunt my own property, and there's acres and acres around me. I probably have 500 acres of property around me that I could hunt. So different. But say I lived in a house or an apartment in somewhere stupid, Texas, California. We'll say California because I'm familiar with Cal. I'm from there years ago. First of all, things that I would think of is, what am I going to eat? Well, after the canned foods ran out and you couldn't go to the empty houses around you and take what you could find, what are you going to eat? Eat the pigeons. Get a gun. Get a BB gun. Pigeons, great food. Any bird. Hell, there's meat on all of them. I've eaten blue jays when I was a kid. We used to go up in the woods and hunt, and we'd take two BB guns and a bow and arrow and stay in the woods for 2 or 3 weeks on what we could find, me and a pack of rats. Blue jays, I've eaten many. Doves, pigeons, hey, it's food. Cats and dogs, not mine. I wouldn't eat my own dog or my own cat. Well, maybe. But, and I've skinned cats before. And let me tell you, that is the nastiest, stinkiest animal on the planet to skin is a cat. Ugh. I haven't ate them, but I guess the Chinese do, so hey, what can I say? But this is all stuff that's readily available. Fish, there's rivers everywhere. Even in California, there's lakes, there's ponds, there's rivers. And you guys think that you could just go out to some stream and drink the water. Yeah, sure. Go ahead. You like dysentery? Doesn't take much bacteria to make you sick. So you better get a different plan. Figure out how to make a carbon filter. Carbon, sand, cotton, sock. That'll work. Shove it into a bottle, make a funnel out of it, run the water in one end and out the other, and guess what? You've got fairly clean water. I'm not going to say it's not going to get you eventually, but it'll take 90% of the shit that's in there. Put a drop of bleach in it at the bottom. Ain't going to taste great, but you know what? Kills most of the stuff in there. Antibiotics. I see all these prepper things. I never see anybody talking about medicine. I know antibiotics are hard to come by, right? You got to get the doctor's prescription, and sure. Let me tell you, I sailed around the world on a sailboat. Me and my wife halfway around the world twice in the ocean. We're actually kind of famous. I'm not going to go there, but we are. We've spent literally over 100 days at sea. Me and her floating around out in the ocean. We loved it. It was great. On our own. There's no houses out there, no cars, no police cars, no airplanes, no boats, no shit. Just us. No big deal. Actually, I think we spent 7 months at sea before. One stint. Doing it. Enjoying life. Where do we get our antibiotics for emergency? Any fish store. The ones that sell koi are the best. You can buy ampicillin, penicillin, erythromycin, decloxacillin, all kinds of good antibiotics in 200 milligram capsules. Over the counter, don't need a prescription, just say it's for your fish. Yep, it's pure. I've actually talked to doctors. Doctor, if you're watching this, if there is a doctor, hey, put a comment down below. The antibiotics you get from fish stores is better than what people take because the fish have to live in it. They ingest it all the time. So the cut's got to be clean, or you dump one of our antibiotics into a fish pond full of koi, it'll kill them because they can't handle the cut. So that's a good thought. Somebody was telling me, I think it was LA Prepper, about taking Neosporin, putting it in a piece of straw, and putting it in your EDC. Great idea. Squirt it in, close one end up with a glue gun, which is a great idea. Squirt it in there, close the other end up with a glue gun, and it's airtight, watertight. It'll probably last for 100 years. I don't know. That stuff doesn't go bad. So those are things to think about. Ace bandages. You know, I put a quasi Ace bandage. I was going to see if I had one sitting on my rat nest of a desk. It's pretty bad today. I don't see one. That gun wrap that I use on everything, on my guns. It's stretchy. It's like an Ace bandage. Man, it's a great tourniquet. It's great. It's also, you could use it for a splint on your, to hold your arm up. There's a whole many uses for this stuff. I'd get some of that. Good things to have would be maybe a crossbow, a pistol crossbow. Don't need a license to have it. They're deadly, 40-pound pull. They're deadly to about 25 or 30 yards. They're cheap, 20 bucks, 25 bucks on eBay. They're really nice. A blowgun. You can buy those on eBay. Blowguns are deadly to 30 yards, a little more. You can knock pigeons out of the air. You can shoot squirrels, all rabbits. They're great. Air rifle. I'm a firm believer in air rifles. You can buy good, powerful air guns, even at Walmart, for under $100. Well, $100 bucks. You're going to spend $100 on a Prowler. It's a pretty good gun. They're not the best, but they're powerful enough. Better gun up, an Octane. I have one hanging on the wall right behind me. That's a Umrex Octane. Very powerful gun. Matter of fact, I consider it my elephant gun of air guns because it kicks and it's accurate out to 100 yards. And it'll knock squirrels out of trees at 100 yards. More, actually. A good knife. I don't know what the laws are in California. See, in Arkansas, I can carry any knife I want on my hip. I can carry a little one. This is my sharp finger. Man, this is an old timer. Great knife. Everybody should have one of these. They're not very expensive. Great knife. Chris Gillum. I can thank you for that one. I watched a video with Chris Gillum, and he was talking about his old timer sharp finger. I went out and bought one. This. I can carry this. This is a monster. To give you an idea of the size difference, this is a sharp finger. It's not much of a comparison. I don't carry this on my hip, but I live in Arkansas. I could. There's no law here about knives. You can carry any knife on your hip, concealed or unconcealed, anytime, anywhere. Those are a couple good things to have. But, urban prepping. You guys, you need to figure it out because it's a lot different, and you have to be willing and able to kill an animal. Oh, woo! Kill him, eat him, skin him. There's all kinds of uses for animal hide. It's not hard to tan them. Learn how to tan. I egg tan a lot of my stuff. I egg tan a deer hide this year. You can see the video in my stuff. I egg tanned a whole deer hide. Basically, you clean it, you flesh it. That's taking all the fat off the hide. You dry it, then you cover it in egg yolks, and you let it dry. Done. And then if you want it soft, all you have to do is what's called break the hide. It's a lot of work. I don't bother because I don't care. I don't have any interest in using them. But if I wanted to make the hide soft or pieces, I would. Take the hair off, which isn't tough either. Soak them in water with a little alum in it. Take the hair off. Just soak them in water, and detergent will take the hair off. And then tan them the same way. And cut them into strips. You can make string, rope, shoelaces, all kinds of stuff. So it's all stuff you guys need to figure out how to do, you preppers. Prepping isn't just able to get on your computer and say, oh, what do I do now? You're going to have to figure out how to live, how to build a tent. Put a tent together. Go down to Walmart and buy yourself a four-person tent. One-person tent's too little. Four-person tent, that's good for one person. And put it together in your living room. They don't need stakes to hold them up. Put it together. Learn how. It's not that easy as you think. There's a bunch of little pieces, and it's a pain in the butt. Check it out. Know how to do it. Figure out what kind of a light you're going to have. There's a whole array of lights. You have a solar panel to charge your lights. You're going to use candles? Doesn't work very good. How are you going to start a fire? You got fire cord? They have what's called paracord fire cord. It's great stuff. You can use it to tie stuff up. Comes in 30 feet strips for about $5 at Walmart. You take the core of it out and it's fire starter. Hooks up with a spark and it'll start a big fire. It's great stuff. Cut it up in little pieces and boom, you're off. Figure out this stuff, guys. And like I said, look up how to build yourself a carbon filter. That's a really, really good thing to know how to do. And like I said, it's charcoal. You can use old charcoal out of a barbecue grill. Grind it up, you can use that. Some sand and, like I said, an old sock will work. Anything. It's just a filter to let the water scream through the sand and the charcoal. It'll make the water at least drinkable for you. This is all stuff that I never see with the preppers. They do all this other stuff, you know. Top ramen? Yeah, okay, there you go. If you had to eat top ramen for 3 or 4 days straight in a row with nothing else, believe me, you would hate it. I hate it. You'd be figuring out, oh, gee, I could put acorns and nuts in this stuff, and maybe it'll taste better. Find plants. There's a set of books. They're called Foxfires. Actually, if you look up there on the top shelf, right up there, that's my set of Foxfire books. It's one of the best set of books you can buy. It has everything in it, from natural medicines, natural remedies, things that you can do out in the woods for nothing. It's from the Appalachian Okies. And from making guitars and banjos to anything you can imagine. How to clean and cook a turtle. Hey, why not? You need to eat a turtle? Ain't too bad. How to cook a raccoon. How to cook an armadillo, of all things. Oklahoma speed bumps. Couldn't eat one of them. I'm sorry. They are just the nastiest, gruttiest little animals I've ever seen. They're fun to watch. I'd have to be pretty damn hungry to eat one. There's a video on YouTube somewhere. This kook, he shoots a skunk, cleans it, and then eats it. And I'll tell you what, when he takes a bite, he almost throws up. Because he says, it tastes just exactly like it smells. Like a skunk. So, watch that video if you can find it, guys. It's pretty funny. Just put man eats a skunk. I'm sure it'll come up. You want to watch a hilarious video? Hey, Chris, next skunk you catch, I dare you to skin that devil and eat him. If you do, make the video. I'll even give you a thumbs up. Anyway, hey guys, watch Chris Gillum. He's a pretty funny guy, makes some pretty hilarious videos. Right now he's got a pet possum that lives in a tent with him. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Possums. You know, there was a time when possum was a pretty big deal of a meal. That was like, there's a lot of people that eat possum. They say it's like ham. I've never ate one. Oh, maybe I have. I think I did eat a possum before. It tastes like ham, I think. I mean, I've eaten everything. Iguanas, crickets. Hell, there's a city in Mexico that whenever you order eggs, like fried eggs, they sprinkle crickets on it. So, you know, I've eaten everything just about anything I could think of. If it walks, crawls, flies, or slithers, I think I've eaten one. So anyway, this video was for all you urban preppers, really, more than anything else. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know. I know I'm a little long-winded tonight, but I did this just so that you would check it out. Have a good night now. I'm gone.